1st, 2021. It's Memorial Day, and this is my flintlock I just finished. So this morning is the first I'm going to be shooting it. 45 caliber Isaac Haynes, rice swamped barrel, large siler lock. Wood came locally. The parts were from Track of the Wolf. As far as the brass parts, trigger, bought that from a guy. This is not the kit not the trigger that comes for the Isaac Haynes. It's a different trigger. Sights I made. It's just a brass piece that I made into a teardrop. Not sure, my other buddy had that sight and I just made that one work. I liked how small it was. See how that pitting turned out. There's my name in there. Pretty happy with that. Could have been a little better, but for what I've done, that was pretty happy with that. It's a rub back finish with the bluing over the rust, pitting rust and stuff like that. Beaver tails, did a little bit of carving on that. And probably the most important thing to me is the fact that I incorporated Roman numeral 10 there for me being the 10th generation in Pennsylvania. I have it on my powder horn actually. There's my genealogy from Jacob Kaufman, who came over in 1752, all the way down to my dad and then me on this horn. So I have a possibles bag being made up that has number 10 on the front flap as well. So kind of going with that theme. Don't know what else to say about it other than that I'm going to shoot it and hope that these trued up sights will shoot, because I centered them. Centered that front sight, centered that rear sight. So if it's off, I'm just going to have to flex the barrel to make it shoot on. But hopefully that all works out. Hopefully won't have to do any, but we'll see what happens. So got a couple ball sizes. I'm going to try, I got 4.45s and 4.40s, and I got 18 thousandths pillow ticking. Use Mr. Flintlock's as lube. This ramrod I turned out of my arrow making jig, and it ended up being probably like a 23/64 or 11/32, and it's just too small. I'll have to make another one. All that work for nothing. Even made the tapered ramrod end with 8/32 threads on the end, and I gotta, maybe somebody will buy it, I don't know. Too small for this gun, but keep it in there for the looks now. That's pretty good. All right, well, you can see they're pretty close there. Happy with that. So looks like it could be moved about 3.5 inches to the left and about an inch high. Where the height, I'll just file my front sight down a little bit, which will bring my impact up where I want it, and then I'll just have to bend the barrel to the left a little. One thing I didn't think of is, just because the impact's low doesn't mean I need to change the sight. I'm going to bump it up a little bit. I'll bump it up to 60 grains. And I could even bump it up more than that. But, I mean, to start, why not try some different loads before I go bending the barrel? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try a couple of different charges here. I'll try 70 and shoot it, and then I'm going to try 80. Well, maybe 75. 80 seems like an awful lot for 45 caliber. But go ahead and do that. See if that doesn't change the trajectory, because that could very well take it to where I want it. 60 grains. I brought it up. That is right beside it. That is perfect. and a third one at 60 grains. That one's just a little bit to the right yet. Alright, well, it is hot outside. Hot and muggy. So I got my work clothes off and some shorts and a cut off one, and I'm gonna shoot this gun. Basically what happened was I'm shooting a little bit to the right, like 2-3 inches, maybe 3-4, and I know it's shooting to the right, but my up and down's good. So I'm gonna tweak the barrel a little bit here in the vise. I'm gonna unpin the barrel, get it out, give it a little bit of a tweak, put it back in, and go shoot it, and keep tweaking it until I get it to shoot to the left. Ready to bend here. It was shooting to the right. It was shooting to the right, so we're going to bend the barrel. I'm going to push in on here, which will put the muzzle to the left. So I'm just going to tweak it some. Go down a little bit here. Now, it was very, very, very little bending. Still looks straight as an arrow. I mean, you can't see a thing, but that might be all it takes to do the 2 inches at 25 yards. So. Looks I'm a little low and I'm a little left. Looks like I put 2 side by side low. Alright, 25 yards, you know. This was my first shot with the clean shot. And that was my second and my third. You're looking at, oh, I don't know, 3 inches low. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and bend the barrel up a little bit rather than foul the sight.